Hey everybody, John See.
Denise Richards and the lovely Lulu.
Lulu, welcome back to another All Things Home.
Where we talk about
all things
home.
And Lulu's excited today. I can really tell. She's got a big smile on her face.
She's so excited.
Hey everybody, first of all, here we are, and we are approaching a very important day this Sunday. Very important day because honestly, none of us would be here if it wasn't for this person, I don't think.
I must say, in my lifetime, still my favorite person
Really?
ever. It is about this person, yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
So that is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there.
Whether it's pet parent, whether it's kid parent.
I like real parents.
But it's a Mother's Day.
Birthing parents.
If you know how to love like a mother, then it's for you too. So.
Okay. Man, you're really inclusive to a lot of people today,
you know
aren't
what,
you?
though? I know those people that don't have children, but they are like mothers to others.
That's a good point. Mm-hmm. That's a great point. They're like second mothers.
That's right.
Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. I got to see my mom this last week, and that was really nice. We had a great time, good visit, and that was awesome. And now she's overseas somewhere. They're traveling like crazy these days. Anyways.
It's awesome.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, yes.
How about your mom?
She's been passed for 24 years.
That's a long time.
That's a very long time. I lost her when I was 30. And my daughter had just been born, so I still miss her every single day. And by far, I did have the best mom in the whole wide world. So
there you go. Happy Mother's Day.
That's right.
That's pretty awesome. Now, do you have a second mom? Do you have somebody who's kind of taken place for that?
I had lots of them. And yes,
really?
Actually, my other mother is Shirley, and she's just a lovely, lovely, lovely human being. She lives out in Inglewood. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go have dinner with her tomorrow night to celebrate Mother's Day.
Shirley, happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Anyways, all right. Are we going to talk about things about the home today?
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, home is where the heart is, and the heart is always with Mom, so it all makes perfect sense.
That's what the plaque says on my wall.
We should start talking about maybe what we were talking about last week.
Yes, so last week we talked briefly about buying a home in retirement. And that was important because we have a lot of people here in South Florida who are retired. Have you noticed that?
It might be the retirement capital of the world, if not one of the top 5.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about purchasing a home in retirement, it's probably my favorite video we've done so far. It's amazing. You should watch that video. We talk about how to purchase a home in retirement, and we give you some tips on that.
Absolutely.
Because you got to prepare.
Yeah. And if you want to know more, give either of us a call.
Give us a call.
For sure.
Be glad to help you out with that. So I saw this article, back to today's topic. So I saw this article earlier, and this was really good because we have a lot of new construction here in Southwest Florida. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Why do you think that is? Do you think people are moving here?
Well, I think it's because of that, and because we've also always been in a housing shortage for the last 13 years.
Well said. So we have been in a housing shortage. And in Florida, I saw some stats the other day, we still have about 1,000 people moving to our beautiful state every day. Every day, Denise. Can you believe that?
Still? I mean, still. I knew it was 300,000 last year.
Still? They're still coming.
I can't blame them, but...
We may need to close the border. We're filling up. Hey, tight supply. So here's what this said.
See what he did there?
See what I did there? So this was neat because for today's home buyers, 1 out of every 3 potential listings is new construction. Now that's interesting to me because previously it was 1 out of every 10. So we went from 1 out of every 10 home sales to be new construction to 1 out of every 3. That's pretty amazing to me. Now, here's what I thought about this, because we do have a lot of this going on where people are purchasing new construction. I think it's a good way to go. Angie and I, one of our houses we bought years ago in Bonita Springs was new construction from D.R. Horton. Good home until they had to tear it down. Another story for another day.
Yeah.
But it was new construction. How can we help a client if they're looking to purchase new construction? Because new construction, if you go to one of their sales offices, they have their own sales staff. It's kind of like walking onto a used car salesman lot, but nicer people typically. Nothing against used car salesmen.
Well, I can tell you because I have personal friends and clients who have done one or the other.
So how do you do that? How do you help somebody who's going to new construction? Can you help somebody with the financing side?
Yes, sometimes I can.
Okay.
I have programs that help reduce your closing costs through exemption on transfer taxes, for example.
Okay.
So I can offer you lower in closing costs, sometimes down payment assistance, and of course the service that you're not going to get when you go into their office and work with an order taker,
okay.
which is basically what those folks are. get them through the process, help them get there. A lot of my clients will come to me and they're not ready to buy yet.
Yeah.
And I've been able to help them get there. You walk into an office like that, it's either a yes or a no. And then there's no negotiating.
Right.
So, I definitely recommend, if you are working with a builder's lender, to at least reach out to another lender to do an apples-to-apples comparison on what they're offering, even if they're giving you money at closing.
Yeah.
So,
because someone will offer a bonus if you use their title company to close, if you use their mortgage person to get your mortgage through. But even though they're going to flash some numbers up there, maybe they give you $2,000, $3,000 towards closing cost, it's still good to check with Denise on that loan. Now, in regards to purchasing, there is some negotiation that will still go on. But I think what you need to remember as a buyer primarily is that that person who's selling you the home works for the builder. They're working for the builder. So whose interest do they have in mind? First and foremost, they have the builder's interest. Now, do they want to put a deal together? Of course. But here's what's interesting. You can hire either Denise or me for helping you purchase and negotiate the offer, because that sales agent is going to negotiate for the builder. They're not going to negotiate for the buyer. So if you use me to help you negotiate the offer, they have their own contracts they use, which are very tight and very legal. So you got to watch out for some of the stuff in there as well, too. So having a real estate agent help you, guide you through that process and be on your side of the table is very beneficial. Now, some people think, well, John, if I use you to help me purchase a home, is it going to cost me more to buy the home? And it doesn't, because yes, they're going to pay me a commission, but it doesn't matter whether they pay me or they don't pay any real estate agent. The purchase price is what I can help you negotiate, so it doesn't change.
Do you know what I noticed? I had a client who was working with an agent, working with one of the local home builders, and the builder wasn't very happy about having the realtor in there. But I can tell you why, and that's because that agent was always there. That agent was watching the process, making sure that the permits were being pulled when they should be pulled. They were watching the process and kind of making them have to be accountable.
Yeah.
When you're just a consumer and you don't know anything about the home buying process, you've got no protection. And again, like John said, that person at the builder's lender is looking out only for that builder.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's nice to have somebody on your side. It's not going to cost you anything more as a buyer to reach out and let me help you out with that.
Nope.
So enough about that. Market news real quick. Interest rates, what are we doing? Where are those at? Are those at like 9% now? Where are those?
They're going to be about 23.99999. No, I'm
sounds
just
like
kidding.
A credit card.
I'm just kidding. Actually, John, we're filming this on the day actually before the big change is going to happen. The Federal Reserve is, the new CPI numbers are going to be released actually on May 10th, which was yesterday. But I don't have those numbers yet.
Yes.
But when I do, the thought process is that the rate of inflation is going to go down again substantially like it did last month, because it's a month in, month out average of 12 months. So we get to dump a bad month and incorporate a good month.
Makes sense.
But you know what they did?
What'd they do?
The Bureau of Labor Statistics. The labor numbers are a big piece of that consumer price index, right?
Yes.
Well, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they actually changed the number from the 12th month ago.
Sounds a little bit like manipulation.
They manipulated the numbers for inflation.
Have we seen them ever manipulate numbers anywhere else? Maybe we have, but that's another show for another time.
Whole nother show, yeah.
And YouTube will get rid of us if we start talking about stuff like that.
True, they may.
That's what they do. Anyways, so that's interesting. So on the interest rates and the you said CPI?
Yep, Consumer Price Index. That is our rate of inflation.
So right now, what are we seeing in regards to like a 30-year loan? Where are those usually sitting at?
Well, right now we're probably about 6.25%, something like that.
Right.
And you know, my standard answer when someone asks me, what's the interest rate? My response is, what do you want it to be?
Yeah.
And if you want to know how that works, give me a call.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Hope that helps. Oh, and I forgot to mention, man, I would be amiss if I didn't mention
especially with Mother's Day coming up.
Mother's Day is coming up. So we need to connect you with somebody. It's somebody new in our network. It's somebody I've known for a long time. How long have I known this gal?
She's one of my favorite moms in the world.
I've known her now for 33 years.
Gosh, you're old.
I know, 32 years. And that's my wife, Angie. Angie has started a brand new business, and it's called Estero Blooms. So send your mom some flowers this week. It's Thursday when you're watching this video, so you have enough time. Still have a couple days left for Mother's Day. Order those flowers. Angie delivers flowers everywhere from Naples all the way up to Fort Myers. So if you have a mom or a special second mom that you want to get some flowers to this coming week, call her and she will connect you and take those flowers and get them delivered. She delivers with a smile, and I'll put her contact information either on the screen or below. Her website's esteroblooms.com. You can order directly there as well. You want to say anything about Angie?
Angie's probably one of my favorite human beings on the face of the planet.
Me too.
And now that she's doing one of my favorite things on the planet, I mean, it's just two things together that are just amazing.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what I like to say about that. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you are a mom out there, happy Mother's Day to you. Thanks for being an awesome mom. Happy Mother's Day. We'll see you all next week. Have a great week.
Bye.